What song on the record then are you most proud of, or of your own, or something that gave you this feeling?
I think both Lady Grey and Driving After You is personal songs to me. But it's,
they're my favorite.
it's, Lady Grey is an old song, and it's I wrote it like when I was 21. It's like 13 years ago, and about a patient I had with Alzheimer's, which really touched me. And so that's a song which is still means a lot to me because of her. And Driving After You is a song I'm really happy with because I feel it's the most Marianne you can get in Katzenjammer, I think. So it's like all of me put into a song, musically and vocally and production-wise. Yeah.
Do you discuss the lyrics? For instance, the song Lady Grey, did she tell you what the song was about?
We've known the song for years.
Yeah.
And we've talked about bringing it into the band, but it hasn't been right until now. Now it was the perfect timing.
Yeah.
What changed, do you think?
I don't know. It's just if you listen to the album, it's a little bit more mellow maybe than before, a little bit more mature and ready for a little bit more seriousness, without removing the craziness that Katzenjammer also is. But Lady Grey is a very beautiful. It's a very big. Or you were 20 when you wrote that song. 21.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, 21. That's quite young to write that mature and serious song. So for a band, I think that we haven't been ready to handle that until now.
And in terms, well, you mentioned being able to handle these type of things. For instance, a song like "Oh My God," did you need these two albums before you could make that song, or is it just something that popped up?
I think that song could have been on the other albums as well.
I think so too.
That is a very strong Solveig song, which she really comes through there, and it's another favorite of mine, where to represent the band members in a good way. No, but yeah, Oh My God. Solveig always joked about having a rap in Katzenjammer, and we were like, oh, come on, there's no room for a rap. But of course there is. It's just a matter of, she wrote it later, but that could easily be on a prior record, I think.
Well, what song then do you think represents Anne Marit the best?
Rockland.
And why?
That's because you can hear a little piece of Anne Marit's soul, I think, in that song. Rockland is a sincere, honest, beautiful song, and it's one of my favorites. That's one of the first songs I said that's going on the album, no matter what you say. And unfortunately, everyone was agreeing on that song. But I think Anne Marit as a person is very sincere and warm and honest, and that's how I think you hear the song as well. It's a sincere and warm and honest song.
Okay. Was it a difficult process then, because you had 83 songs? What did you base your decisions on, or what ended up on the record?
To me, it was important to focus on the songs. They had the strong songs that had a clear identity, and that would be easy for us to gather around, sort of. But then again, I thought it was also very important that we all felt represented on the album this time. That has been, we have before, but maybe a little variously in which grad.
How much?
How much we have felt ownership in our own song, because that can also disappear a little bit in the Katzenjammer chaotic kind of world. But when we got together, like Anne Marit said before, we were pretty surprised how easily we found the songs. We wrote a list, and like 7, 8 of the songs were the same. And I also think we felt it was better that the songs were a little bit more in the same world, without trying to make a country album or a rock album, but it's okay for two songs to be a little bit in the same style, actually. We figured out. So, yeah.
They've got their own clear identity anyway. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
And when in the process did you decide on Rockland as the title for the album?
Quite early,
Yeah.
when in the studio, we started to talk about it, and it's very normal to choose a song title as a track or an album title. So we went through the whole list, and when we got to Rockland, it just suddenly, yes, of course, Rockland. It's obvious because the lyrics that are written by Mats are written in a way to Katzenjammer and about Katzenjammer as Rockland is from Allen Ginsberg's poem Howl, where Rockland is a mental institution. Katzenjammer can also be an institution that is very closed and very strange and mental in many ways, but and a little bit different sometimes. And we understand each other completely in this world. There's a little bit universe in the world, and that's how it feels sometimes as well.
So this goes back, I assume, then to the way you started, because I believe you started in school because you felt you were the outcast in some way, or that you were different than the other people.
Well, yeah, I think everybody can feel that from time to time, but we've been told a lot as well, as we have gathered this band and made the music we want to make, and meeting people around the world after that, people tend to tell us that we are different and outcasts in the industry.
You never saw yourself that way?
Well, maybe, but not really deliberately. Like we're people like everyone else.
I don't think more than, sorry for interrupting,
No,
but
sorry.
I think not more than anyone else would feel different in a world sometimes, in periods of life. Because sometimes you're in a strange place in your head and you don't feel like anyone can understand you. And sometimes we can feel that as a band as well. But we're not normal.
No, but I think
we're not very normal.
We're people, but I think what we have is unique. That's important to underline. I think what we have is unique, and that's probably what's the most important. Our band is unique, even though we're outcasts or not.
Okay, so I read this somewhere, so I'm not
well,
sure.
it might have been said by someone else.
Okay, well, finally, there's one song I want to talk about in particular. It was my own tune.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of Norwegian, I believe, in there. Is this something you'd like to do more?
If it comes, it comes. We don't have any plans to do it, but we don't have any plans to not to do it. So everything's allowed in this band, and that's been the mantra all along. So maybe it'll come more Norwegian. You never know.
What made you decide to include it then?
It was that's Turi's first song almost that she ever written.
Okay.
And I think it was important to her to just feel free when she wrote. I've heard her say, at least when she's been asked before, that it was about the fun and the limitations or the limitlessness of making music, which is very important to each and every one of us. And that's a good statement on that, I think. Like, who's to say you can't suddenly burst into Norwegian rap? So I think it was important to her to maintain the fun and the playfulness in the song.
And then for you as a band on a whole, was it from the outset already, well, you say there are no rules, but was it already kind of decided that English would be the main thing when you started out?
Yeah.
We've always sung in English, and it comes natural to us, and to write in English as well. But you never know, maybe it'll come a whole Norwegian album someday that it feels right. But at the time, English is the most natural language to both sing in and write in.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.